Welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we are going to be playing the Doctor, and of course we are starting out with these scissors. There are only two starting weapons on this character, and we will be playing both of them today, okay? So scissors first, and then the medical gun. Personally, I prefer the scissors, but yeah, we will see both. Alrighty, so early luck is decent. Losing HP regen doesn't feel great on our character because we have doubled HP regen mods. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this and pick up a scissors and go ahead and roll a bit. Attack speed, not that great. We essentially have 100% attack speed when we're using precise weapons, so I don't really want to pick that up. Cake could be okay, but I'm going to pass and look for more scissors. Ban snake, roll one more time, lock you, ban the boiling water, and continue. Now, Gentle Alien is of course a good item. It just gives us more money because we get to fight more enemies. So we're definitely going to want to pick that up. And I will just be banning a bunch of tier 1 items like usual. Our character is not like some sort of scaling monster where we really go for a lot of tier 3, tier 4 items. No, not really. We're just going to take a bunch of tier 1 items that are good value and roll with it. Alright, let's see. I'll take a bit of dodge. It's actually fine. And then Gentle Alien is cool. This is actually very good, this plant item, but I don't want to take it right now. Scar is even better. Scissors, and then one more scissors, please. No, okay. We definitely got unlucky there, by the way. The fact we only have 4 scissors after rolling so many times is definitely a little below average. We could easily have 6 scissors right now. If not 5, and then 1 locked in the shop. So that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Nothing to worry about. We will get there eventually. Early game is not that bad. We're basically just getting our weapons and getting luck, getting harvesting, or at least trying to. That's what we're trying to do for sure. And then banning a bunch of tier 1 items. Alright, decent money. Good and roll. More luck is good. Melee damage, pretty good. We do like crit chance. Our character wants to get 100% crit because we're using scissors. They have crit to begin with, and we also have precise giving us crit. I'm going to go ahead and pick up both of you. The ugly tooth is not something I want right now, but it's something I will pick up later. The weird ghost is pretty good. It is kind of just like 3 max HP for free because we heal so much. We don't have any sort of repercussions for taking it. And I did mention I prefer this weapon over the medical gun. That's because I think most ranged weapons actually require a lot more setup and are not even necessarily that much stronger or safer for most of the run. Like, they tend to... Well, it depends because some melee weapons are just insanely S tier, but a lot of range weapons can scale into like S tier, but start out quite a bit weaker than that. Alright, let's see. We'll take a bit of luck. Roll. Attack speed. I mean, I don't really want either of these, but I guess I could take attack speed. A bit of attack speed is not terrible here. This is not something I care about in the slightest, so I'm going to go ahead and ban the Lemonade. Lemonade's not a bad item. I'd be happy to pick it up out of a loot crate, but I really want to get my bans out as quickly as possible, because the sooner we get them out, the more impact they get to have throughout the run. Right, there are a limited amount of shops in the run and waves in the run. We're already about to be through 5 of them. The longer we take to get those bans, the less impact they'll have. I also got to make sure I pick up all the unique items. I got the ugly tooth, but there's also like the sharp bullet, there's the whistle, there is the... What's the other one? I knew what it was. I literally said it in my head a second ago and then I forgot because I mentioned the other ones. Anyways, there are like 3 more unique tier 1 items. Engineering, no. Roll. I'll take a bit of armor. We get less value from armor than other stats, but it's still a decent stat on us. Just like usual. Melee damage and max HP. I do like that. We definitely want to get a bit of melee damage. More max HP. Lose damage percent. I think it's okay. That's a really good item. The baby squid is actually insanely good. We can ban the landmines. We could take the alien worm. I banned the lemonade, and now I'm going to take the alien worm. So I'm going to get no healing from fruits pretty soon. But that's completely fine. Our weapon has a ton of lifesteal on it, and we get a bunch of HP regen from our passive. Also, I want to say that the most important thing on our character is kind of just max HP. If you take enough max HP and enough HP regen, you will never lose. I mean, you'll just be too tanky to lose, and you could just kind of run around, get hit by everything, and still not lose. Like, you could play with 0 damage and never lose, basically. And that's the quote-unquote safest way to play the game. But what we're going to do instead is max out our crit, get a bunch of melee damage, and then get a bunch of damage percent, and then get some HP and HP regen along the way. Max HP melee damage, perfect. I'll take luck. I'll take more attack speed. Do this. Boom, boom, boom. XP gain is very good. Don't necessarily love losing lifesteal, but that's fine. Jelly. And the coffee. I did say we have a ton of attack speed already, so we don't necessarily need or even highly value the coffee. But it's not something I think you should skip on any character, pretty much. Like, there are definitely, some exceptions who don't care about it, but the coffee is, like, I want to say, the most efficient attack speed item in the game. It's so good. You lose almost nothing. Like, 2% damage is so negligible, and then you gain a massive boost to your attack speed. Because every character kind of wants a certain amount of attack speed to play the game properly. It really depends on what weapon you're using, more so than the character. But, some characters just have a ton of attack speed to start, so you're obviously not going to need nearly as much if you play those. And we got 8 seconds left. I could probably knock these guys out, right? I don't think it's that scary. Oh yeah, there's a group coming here too. I want to get as many as I can before the wave ends. 253, not too bad. I'll take crit chance here. I will take this and bend the lens. And then, nice, another gentle alien. Okay, so this will end up giving us more money. I'm going to go for that. And then we get another one of you, more crit chance. I wouldn't mind that. I think it's okay. Again, we really want to try and get our crit chance to the cap. A lot of enemies here because of the gentle aliens I'm taking. And you can see how much damage we deal. It is pretty good. Like, it's wave 14 and we are destroying the bruisers pretty easily. The reason it's, like, not noticeable is because it's all in attack speed, but we technically have negative attack speed, right? Well, actually, we have, like, 114% attack speed. I'm just kind of destroying everything, and I don't even have to dodge, because, again, I'm playing the Doctor. This character is super consistent, very easy to play, no dodging needed, and you can still win pretty easily. I feel like I'm playing as, like, brain off as I can, just, like, kind of running through things. I'm only trying to dodge a little bit, like, intentionally, just to showcase how easy it is to not die on this character. And you just, like, you could just run around too, just try to avoid the charging enemies. Unique item, get that out the way. Damage percent, I will take over HP regen. More damage percent. Take, and take. Another scissors, XP gain. Range is good. We're negative 31 range currently. We are only hitting for 21 damage, quote unquote only, but we attack so quickly, and we also crit for massive damage. So you can see we're actually hitting for 45. And our attack speed is setting us up to attack every 0.38 seconds. That's like more or less 2.5 attacks per second, right? 45 times 2.5, that's kind of how you can look at it. So we're dealing a lot more damage than it looks like. And yeah, and we also have 6 weapons. So it's 45 times 2.5 times 6. That's our damage per second, more or less. Obviously, we don't always crit. We're not even close to 100% crit yet. But that's fine, just pretend like we are. The math adds up, I swear. I also want to get more crit chance before we go into this elite wave coming up. Just getting more weapon upgrades would also be pretty nice. Making some decent money. The double gentle alien is coming in handy. I think there's supposed to be a sea pig spawning here somewhere. I don't see it though, so maybe not. No, I don't see a sea pig. We'll just go for as many kills as we can before the wave ends. Alright, 500. Melee and crit, nice. Damage percent, nice. Melee damage, nice. Range, I'm going to take harvesting. And then roll, crit chance, nice. Okay. Combine, buy, combine, buy, roll, roll. Ban. Missile, we should take that. Crit and dodge is kind of decent. We lose range, but we have a ton of it now. Well, maybe not a ton. We have enough of it, it's fine. I could also take this Frozen Heart. 5% crit is not terrible. I don't think we should go for that though. I'm just going to leave this as is, and we're going to continue. Range and attack speed is good, and then we're also going to get... What's the item? The mouse, yeah. The mouse is really nice. It gives 10% bonus enemy spawns. We definitely want that. The mouse is the gentle alien on steroids. The double alien in one. 2 aliens in one. Also, guys, I have a question for you for the comments. What's like the weirdest animal you think you would like to keep as a pet? Very, very interesting question. You can, let's just say like, oh, of course it wouldn't kill you or anything. Just like assume the pet would actually be very pet-like, right? So like, what is the weirdest thing you think, the weirdest animal you think you would like to keep as a pet? Because like me personally, I feel like I would love to have a pet snake or like a maybe a pet spider at some point in my life. I don't think that's that weird, but I know a lot of people get freaked out by snakes and spiders, so but I feel like they're kind of cute. Is that crazy? Especially like snakes. I feel like snakes are really cute. Like little squiggly tubey things. All right, recycle, then roll. We'll take the 3 armor. Max HP is fine. And you could disagree, of course. You know, not like telling you you have to like snakes because I do. I'm just saying. Everyone has their own thing, right? Crit and dodge, kind of cool. Sure, we'll just take it. Attack speed, this feels like a waste. All of these feel like a waste of money. We're just going to pass. More range, more armor, weapon, and coupon. Okay. No need to stall it out. Let's see who it is. Who are we fighting? It is the crocodile, of course it is. This obnoxious guy. Just the most obnoxious elite possible, of course. Typical. Okay, can you get in the corner at least so I can have an easier time hitting you? Oh my god, the pursuers are such menaces. I feel like fighting an elite on wave 11 is not fair because I assume a lot of you would struggle in this case because the pursuers would mess you up a bit. But if you don't have to face this, it should be very easy. And even if you do, you could see... I mean, I'm a good player, so it's kind of unfair, but I did not get hit like a single time there. So hopefully you can learn something from what I just did. If you can't, well, maybe rewatch it. I don't know. You know, go back 20 seconds, see what I did to the elite. But essentially what I did is every time he charged, I moved out the way, let him go out, move out the way, get in the corner, and you just rinse and repeat and make him go into the corner over and over. So it's like basically tricking him into going to the corner repeatedly. Etsy's couch. That is interesting. We could actually take that. We would have negative 25%. We would gain like, oh my god. Wait, we would gain like 100 HP regen, no? Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, I'm just insanely slow now. Wait. Because of that, we may be able to go for the really cool strategy of just tanking the final wave. Like, just straight up tanking them. The last 2 bosses in the run. We definitely need to get some armor and stuff, though. Also, you know what would be really good now? The snail. The snail would be incredible. Because the snail makes the enemies move. Oh my god, I've never had this cool of a thing happen on the Doctor. I don't think I've ever had this much HP regen on wave 12 on the Doctor. This is like, has to be first time ever for me. This is a ridiculous amount of HP regen to have on wave 12. I'm fairly certain I've had like maybe even 200. I think maybe 200 by wave 20. But that's a long time from now. 8 waves, I can get to like 300 HP regen by the time I get to wave 20 in this run. I just keep losing speed by taking some random negative speed items and then keep taking every HP regen item I get, or every HP regen thing that I get offered. This is so easy. Oh my god. Okay, well, I already know what my thumbnail is going to look like, more or less. I'm ready. I got the Etsy's couch. We know we're going to cook the thumbnail. Attack speed? Yeah, sure. I'll take a bit of luck here. Take all of you. Oh, I took speed on accident. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. That's good. Harvesting and a scissors. I think that's okay as well. So we definitely need to get up to 60% dodge. Like, basically dodge cap. Yeah, dodge cap for sure. Stack as much HP regen as humanly possible, and then take every armor thing we're offered. So anything that says armor, HP regen, negative speed, or dodge, we need to take. That's basically it, right? And that's how we're gonna max out our HP regen. I just lost so much HP regen, by the way, for taking that one speed item. Oh, what a massive blunder. Let's use the word blunder. Sounds more dramatic. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll just lose more speed. You know, eventually I won't be able to move. I have like negative 100% speed or something crazy. I'm fairly certain if you had that much, you could actually just stand still forever and not worry about anything. I do want to get cap dodge and armor though. Those 2 are going to help a bit. I'm so slow, send help. No. Dodge and harvesting. I mean, I want dodge. Good chance? No speed, no speed, no speed. Don't click speed ever. I'll take damage percent. Take, roll. Scissors, luck, roll. Damage. Sure. Okay, we have 160 HP regen. I think that means we should be healing about a 100, or no, sorry, 160? Is that what you said? Like 14.5 healing per second? Yep, 14.51. There you go. I was exactly right. Well, sorry, point 0.1 off. No, not even yeah, point 0.1 off, point off. I said 14.5. Oh, wait, no, I was point 0.01 off. That's right. I said 14.5. It was actually 14.51. Well, maybe the medical gun run is not going to top this one after all. That's completely fine, though. Medical gun is a fun weapon. It's completely different, right? Because you're using a ranged weapon. The way you play is very different. The things you prioritize are also pretty different when you're using that build. You definitely don't need armor in that build. And you don't necessarily need armor in this build either, but it's kind of convenient. At some point, you have so much healing and max HP that just getting, 1 point of armor for clicking 2 armor is worth more because of how much you heal. And yeah. Alien eyes, sure, damage is damage. I don't want to lose dodge, but I'll take you. Melee damage, sure. And then weapon, take. Stone skin, interesting. I could take you for more healing. Harvesting is good, but actually we're too late, I think. Ooh, the snail showed up. Nice. That's like the dream item right there. Oh, we're against an elite. I'm so slow. Okay, I definitely can't tank her straight up. Well, if I can't tank her, I definitely can't tank the other guys either. Like the elites on wave 20, I mean. It's not that bad, though. This is fine. I'm gonna get her to 1 HP and then walk away. Alright, there we go. Now we can walk away a bit. Well, we can kind of try to walk away, but it's not very effective. I can waddle away. Let's put it that way. There's no walking. We're waddling. I'm taking damage, but I can't tell. It feels like I'm getting tickled. The nice thing is I did get that baby squid, right? I think I have a baby squid in my inventory, which means I'm gaining HP regen every single wave naturally. That's a pretty big deal. How low health are you? Okay, you're low enough. I think I can get you pretty easily. I'm letting her spawn as much as humanly possible before the end of the wave, and then I'm going to get her here. There we go. Perfect. 3 seconds left. Good enough. Alright. Ooh, nice. That's actually really good. I'm going for dodge anyways, so I'll take luck. Damage percent? No. Armor? Yeah, sure. And then crit chance, range. We should probably take range. We have 0 range now. I'm going to take you to the chameleon. Strange pickup. Okay, sure. More healing. Yes. Luck and harvesting. You're too late. Padding's not worth it either, I don't think. Luck, I think we have enough luck. More HP regen, more HP regen. And we are broke. Okay. 200 HP regen currently. So when I stand still, I should have 46% dodge. So I need another 14% to be fully capped. Basically, I need 40% dodge currently. And then as long as I stand still, the chameleon will give me the rest. That should make wave 20 more doable. And like I said, I definitely need more armor. I think all I care about right now is armor and HP regen. Nothing else should matter. We could technically use lifesteal, but it's like, eh. You know, who cares about lifesteal? We're fine. We'll go for HP regen. Okay, when I take damage, it's not that inspiring. Because, like, the enemies actually hit me quite hard. It makes me feel like I wouldn't be able to tank as much as I assume I could. Or as much as I believe I could. Which is crazy, because I have 200 HP regen, right? I think I should be really tanky now. Alright, we just need to keep getting a bunch of kills. We need the money. I think I will be upgrading my weapons still as well. More lifesteal? Sure. Pearl? Sure. Damage? Sure. Armor? Sure. Scissors. I actually thought about it. Maybe I should go for a 0 damage build and like just take a Kraken's Eye. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Maybe I could do that if I get enough healing items. This could be good, potentially. No minus HP regen. Nice try. You're not getting me today. Wait, can one of you hit me? Oh, I deal too much damage. Okay, I may end up selling all of my weapons and doing a 0 damage build for wave 20. That might be what happens here. Because, I mean, it seems like it would be kind of cool. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, it seems like it'd be kind of cool, though. I don't think I've ever done that on the Doctor. I've definitely been very tanky on the Doctor. The issue is you have a difficult time getting this much HP regen, but also getting dodge and armor. especially since you have the negative 50% armor thing going on, which typically means you can't get tanky enough to tank wave 20. But we got very lucky in this case, so I think it may be possible. And I also want to be able to tank enemies that are enraged or cursed. That shouldn't be an issue. Like, look how much damage I just took. I'm not healing quickly enough. Hey, heal faster. What the heck, man? Heal, heal, heal. Damage minus armor? No, we can't take it. We're going for optimal armor. Nice. We're going for optimal or like max. It's not optimal. It's maximum. We're going for maximum armor, HP regen, all that good stuff. Healing. Healing. I mean, lifesteal's not going to work that well later. Probably skip. Healing. Armor. Sure. Okay, we're into an elite. I'm super slow. It's the Mantis. Okay. We should be able to just destroy this guy. I don't think it's going to take that long either. I've only really been taking tank stats. You could see by the fact that I heal 10 million health per second. Boss almost dead. And the boss is dead. Okay. I mean, I just tanked everything because I can. Why not? I'm just aura farming. Like, I'm like, some of you are going to know what I'm talking about. I'm like Kirito from the bridge, you know? Kirito when he was on the bridge against those PKers. Holy. Goated scene. If anyone's young enough to have watched that when they were still in like middle school or high school, let me know in the comments. Appreciate you. I think I watched that when I was like in, I think I was like in high school. It might have been like a freshman or something. I don't remember. That was sick though. Actually, the most sick moment I remember from SAO is when he did the dual wielding for the first time. That was actually baller. Just actual aura whipping out the two swords. Giant belt. I mean, sure. Guys, am I really just going to sell all my items when I have such a sick build? Oh, if that were armor, we actually could have taken it. If that were armor, that would have been sick. True spawn? You're probably too late. I mean, at this point, it's like, shouldn't I just do a regular run? I mean, I do have Kraken's Eye. I don't know if I have enough curse to kill the enemies with it, though. Maybe difficult. What can we even do at this point? Dodge is good, maybe? Another pearl. Cursed blood donation. Interesting. Like, what am I even going for here? I don't know. I guess these two. I have 250 HP regen. Okay, I must be breaking some sort of personal record at this point. Surely I can just tank everything, right, in the center? But I really want to get all this money off the ground. Wait a second. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's a never-ending... how do I put it? Never-ending stream of, like, I want to get this money, so I'm going to walk this way. But then you walk in and you get more enemies down, so then you pick up or you drop more money in that area. But I just want to sit in the bottom left corner, you know? Surely this is safe, right? I don't even heal that much. Look, it takes forever to get my health back. Maybe I just need more dodge, right? I think getting dodge capped would help for sure. Okay, guys, I don't believe we can actually tank the final wave without weapons. We can do it with weapons, so that's for sure. I believe in that much at least. Okay, I could probably pick up all this money at this point. Oh, this was easy enough. I feel like I made way less money than I expected, though. Alright, cool. Skip. More dodge. Good, we actually had dodge cap at the end. Massive. Okay, so I'm going to commit to using weapons here. Can we get a tier 2? Lifesteal and dodge? I mean, I'm already dodge capped. I don't even need this. Doesn't really do much for us. More lifesteal? No, 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 no. Luck and dodge? Ooh, nice healing item. Luck and dodge? No. Let's do this. Let's do this instead. Look at that. Let's just do 4 weapons. Just aura it up. We only need 4. We don't need more than that. Good enough for me. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first part of the video. We played the doctor, of course. We used the scissors. Here is our final build. We just had 4 pairs of tier 4 scissors. We're going to do something a little silly today, because if you look at my stats here, you'll notice that I have 252 HP regen, and I'm also dodge capped with the chameleon. So I'm going to try and tank wave 20 without moving. If we can't, then we'll start moving, but we'll try our best, okay? Secondary stats as well, you can take a look at those here if you would like. There you go. Now, there will be another run right after this wave 20, where we go and use the medical gun, the other starting weapon of the doctor. But yeah, if you want to leave a like, comment, subscribe, maybe turn on notifications really quickly, that helps a lot. I'd appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Wave 20. All right, I'm going to try not to move. I will try not to move at all. Let's see if we can tank. Can we tank the final bosses here? I'm not moving. Oh, oh my god, I think I was about to die. I had to move. I had to move. I took a step. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I took one step. I didn't want to die. I got a little bit nervous there. The aura farm failed. Unlucky. All right, well, I'm not moving anymore, so we're just going to sit here and wait for the boss to come back around. It's been 30 seconds. Bro is not coming. Oh my god. It's like the father that went out for milk. He's just gone for good. Yo, come back, please. We're waiting for the milk. Oh, oh, I tickled him. Wait, come here. Please. I don't want to touch the ring of materials. Are you going to make me move, man? Wait, he's back. He's back. Oh, and he's gone again. Oh, and he's back again. Oh, and he's gone again. Okay, well. Wait, he's back again. And he's gone again. Oh, I thought we had him there. Come on, man. We got 20 seconds, bro. Everyone's waiting. Get over here. All right, there we go. 2 bosses down. GG. Hope you guys enjoyed. Okay. Here are all of our items at the end of the run. If you want to take a look, we did have 5 rows of items. The most important of which was the Etsy's couch, giving us 104 HP regen. 22.51 HP per second. Not too shabby, if you ask me. Okay? Now, I'll be back in a moment with the second run. So, see you guys in 1 second. And we are back. Now, we are using the other weapon for the doctor, which is the medical gun. These are basically the only 2 weapons you ever use on this character, because if you use anything else, you are just playing with a massive handicap for 0 reason. That's basically it. Also, these are the only 2 starting weapons on this character. I would actually say that this weapon is slightly worse than the one we were just using a moment ago. I don't think it's significantly worse, but definitely doesn't feel as good in my opinion. I'm going to be banning a lot of items here because they're just things we don't need, and then we're going to go for the medical gun, just like we did in the last run. This is an okay item. We can also just go ahead and kind of take it in a moment. We did not manage to get a weapon, so you know what? We're just going to continue. I would have bought a medical gun if we found it there. We did not. You know, we reroll shops 1 and 2, always looking for weapons, almost never buying items, aside from the fertilizer. Pretty much no exceptions, right? Wow, we actually managed to get a loot crate. That's kind of lucky. That's like a 1 in 5 right there. Yeah, our character is pretty strong. We don't play that differently, but we definitely don't go for a bunch of armor. And honestly, we get way less healing when we use the ranged build. Though, in all fairness, that last run was not a very normal run of the doctor either, so maybe unfair to say anything about it. We'll take you, and then I'm going to roll one more time. We don't find a weapon, so we just continue again. I don't want to roll too hard. Like, rolling to 0 is not worth it. Rolling 1 time, extra time there to see if we can lock a medical gun, kind of worth it. Because we know we're going to see 2 weapons, and we have a decent chance of one of them being the medical gun. Unfortunately for this weapon, since it is a gun weapon, it actually is significantly easier to find other random gun weapons in the shop, which kind of just throws us off from finding medical guns, and that means we upgrade our weapons a little bit slower. Piercing, okay. I mean, we would take this anyways because it's unique. More harvesting, nice. Ban the pencil, take, and then roll. This is bannable, and this is bannable. Now, more luck, no. Damage percent is good, we could take that. Damage percent. Medical gun, and continue. Perfect. Now, we're going to have 6 weapons in a moment. And then, yeah, like I said a second ago, we basically just want to get damage. We don't want armor. We don't really want lifesteal. We don't really want HP regen. If I get it out of like a loot crate or something, maybe we're taking. If not, probably not. I think we're just going to be committed to range damage mainly, damage percent, and weapon upgrading. Okay? Those 3 things, if they happen enough, we should just win very casually and very relaxed. Alright, let's see. Can we get some more damage here? Okay, well, harvesting is actually pretty good. I'll take a big movement speed upgrade. That's decent. Go ahead and take you 2. Another Gummy Berserker, sure. Attack speed is not quite as efficient as it typically is on our character, since obviously we have a bunch of attack speed to start, but it's still decent, and it's not something we should be skipping. I think the coffee is like one of the biggest exceptions. It's just so good at blocking, or sorry, it's so good at giving attack speed for such a cheap amount of money that I think you should ascend. Like, more or less take it on every single character in the game, and almost with no matter what weapon you're using. Like, there are always exceptions. The exceptions are the exceptions, but this is something that's true for like the majority of characters in the game. Also, we're making so much money here, which is nice. The Gobbler helped us make a little bit of extra money there as well. All right, solid. We don't want lifesteal. Movement speed is fine. We'll take that. There is a fertilizer. Absolutely get in here. XP gain is good. More damage, more cursed enemies potentially. Speed minus range is also decent. We could take that too. Now we just continue. Now, Wave 6, I mean, early game, there's nothing to be worried about. We are doing an okay job upgrading the weapons. They're like slightly there, right? Oh, watch out for that. Gotta be careful with those random projectiles flying around. This is an issue that only the medical gun's gonna have on this character, because the flies literally do nothing. Right? They do nothing unless you hit them with projectiles. So the medical scissors never has to deal with this issue. It's not really like a big deal, but it's just another way you can take damage if you're using this weapon. Yeah, kind of like that, right? It's like 9 damage from one of the projectiles. Alright, we're almost to the wave in a second. Crit chance, lifesteal. Crit chance is okay. I'm gonna roll. Let's just take more attack speed and range damage. Perfect. XP gain, more movement speed. And then we are just kind of looking for weapons. Baby with a beard is not bad. You know, I wouldn't mind taking this. I think we will. It's a decent item. Okay, we are not getting anything here. The bag, there we go, something. More range damage, sure. That's also worth taking, kind of. Alright, we got our money here. But not enough. Also, I think I can let the eggs hatch, no problem. The eggs hatch into slashers. The slashers sometimes give you big chunks of money when you get them. It's like a little bit more efficient money-wise if you let the eggs hatch. But it's not more efficient staying alive-wise if you're not strong enough to handle them. Our character can definitely handle them with how much attack speed we have. And I only have 2 upgraded weapons, by the way. I am basically sitting here with a bunch of tier 1 weapons, still just destroying everything. That's the magic of the medical gun on the doctor. Well, the scissors would be doing the exact same thing because, I mean, this is what they also did when we were in Wave 7 last run. No? Crit chance? No. Want more actual damage stats. Okay, attack speed. You keep showing up, but like, I really need like a different damage stat. Range damage, there we go. Perfect. Go ahead and take both of you and then continue. I am really looking for my weapons, but the game is like fighting me, trying not to give them to me. XP gain. We have 40% XP gain. I'd be pretty happy to pick up a feather. Anything that can give range damage is going to be good, and it's going to be even better now that we have this baby with a beard. The baby with a beard is such a strong item. You can genuinely play around it as like one of your main sources of damage, but in the process of playing around it, you're going to make your own weapon stronger too. So that's just kind of how it works, right? Get a bunch of range damage, and it just starts hitting harder and harder. I do believe the baby with a beard scales with damage percent too, unless I'm just completely misremembering. Oh, wow, that hurt. That guy hit like a truck. Oh my god. Good thing he wasn't cursed. Oh, I didn't mention, max HP is really the only defensive stat we want. We have plenty of lifesteal in our weapons, and we have a ton of HP regen just naturally. So as long as we don't lose that HP regen, we'll have enough healing for the entire run, just right off the bat. We don't have to think about healing. Okay, but like this, I could take for sure. More movement speed, sure. And then max HP, there we go. Be a little safe and take that. Take all these range damage items, more range damage, more speed minus range. I'm actually going to manage to get into the negatives with this, all of this stuff I've been taking that reduces my range. I think I had like plus 100 range earlier. Now I'm sitting at only plus 9 range. Oh, whoops, I walked out to that. If you didn't know, when you stand on a cross, it actually makes the enemy respawn in a different location. It doesn't make them despawn completely. It makes them spawn in a different location, yeah. So it's actually very helpful in, I don't want to say niche situations, because they happen like kind of often, but like especially when you're like in some sort of wave that's difficult, you sit in the corner and you don't want things to spawn on top of you, right? Because you're like doing this, for example. This is even more true with melee weapons. because melee weapons have like infinite piercing, quote unquote. So you don't want to waste an attack hitting something that spawned behind you here if a bunch of enemies are coming from this direction. So this is like a very good strategy for when you're in a difficult wave and you're stuck in a corner. All right, we got 2 seconds left and we're through. All right, nice, not bad. No speed, range damage good, damage percent. I think we do want that. 19 damage on you, still 19. Okay. Oh, medical gun. Almost didn't see that. Let me see. Another medical gun, good. More healing, more range damage. Can this damage percent give me an increase? Yeah, there you go. So the baby with the beard does scale damage percent as well. We're going to take more healing. I did say we don't necessarily need that much, but it's kind of hard to say no to such an efficient item, right? Like, the Blood Leech gives a lot of healing for us. 4 HP regen and 2% lifesteal. We now have 54% here, 49% on this, 44% here. Basically around 50% lifesteal per weapon, and we have a bunch of HP regen as well. We're going to take the weapon. I think the crit and dodge I'm just going to pass on. I'm actually like slightly tempted to take it. Crit is not bad. Once we have enough damage percent and range damage, getting any more is a little bit, or just honestly it's way less efficient than just going for crit chance at that point. So I think we're gonna take a blindfold in this case. The dodge is a nice little like fail safe in a way. Like, this character does not like armor that much since it's just so difficult to stack. It's like you're wasting your money if you buy armor items, and if you take any armor upgrade, even if it's a massive upgrade, it's like you would have been better off just getting more damage. You know, just kill the enemies like 10% faster instead of taking like 5% less damage yourself. Alright, we got 17 seconds in wave 10. This is just too easy with this baby with a beard destroying everything. We'll see how much damage it's dealt by the end of the run. Right now, it's obviously not that relevant, but yeah, we'll see the total damage later. I want to get that tree. Oh, there's no tree. I'm crazy. I'm like hallucinating trees. Oh, dodge. Nice. Okay, that makes me even more happy to take the blindfold here. Coupon, medical gun, wheelbarrow is good for more harvesting. Max HP I mentioned. We could use some max HP. Rip and tear. I don't want to lose crit chance, so I think I'm going to pass. You're good. You're okay. Actually, you're pretty good. Yeah. We have negative range. I managed to get my range so deep down into the red. Or sorry, so just down bad that it ended up going negative. That's kind of insane. We'll try our best to get that back up a bit. Range is really not that important of a stat. Like, you can basically use ranged weapons as melee weapons. Like, your positioning in Brotato especially doesn't matter. Whether you're using ranged or melee, it's the same. All that matters is that you're hitting the enemies. So as long as you're hitting enemies, you have enough range, right? That's basically how it works. Not to say that we shouldn't take it ever. It just makes the game a little bit easier when you have enough, but ranged weapons start with so much that you actually don't need it anymore. Whereas like melee weapons, some of them are so short range, you actually want a little bit of positive range to be safe. Alright, we got 10 seconds left. I forgot how much the scissors actually had, but yeah, like the scissors, if you go like negative 50 range with scissors, it's going to feel a little bit awkward because you have to get so close to enemies to hit them. Melee, no. Attack speed, no. HP regen, no. Max HP, we'll take that. Alright, go ahead and take all these range damage items. Put and roll. Another bag, a medical gun, good. I'm tempted to take luck here, but I'm going to pass. Crit chance, no. Range damage is range damage, sure. Another baby with a beard, good god. That can't be fair. I think I would take the loot worm. Oh, we're into a boss. Okay, who is it? It is the monk. I mean, this is not that difficult for us. He summons a lot of enemies, but he's just going to get destroyed because we deal too much damage. Yeah, he's already in phase 2 in 10 seconds. And he's dead. Okay, that was like a 15-second boss kill. It took us like a second or two to get to him, and then he died at 43 seconds. So, about 15 seconds, yeah? It's only wave 12. He died that fast. The future bosses are just so cooked. Like I said, right, this character is crazy strong. You can basically just completely ignore all sustain stats. You don't have to go for healing or anything. It's just like fun sometimes, right, to play the game a little differently. Like, you just sack a ridiculous amount of HP regen. Like, I think I just broke my PB. 252 HP regen on wave 20 on the Doctor. I'm fairly certain that's my new personal best by far. And we didn't even get a single like cursed item or anything. That was just all natural. It's absolutely insane. Ooh, nice big damage. Recycle, range damage, roll, roll, damage percent, damage, range, yes, yes. Baby the squid, we could technically take this, but again, we don't need the healing. Range and attack speed. Roll. Medical gun. I can't roll. Okay, that's it then. Keep going. But this is going really well, as you can see. We now have two baby with a beard. So let me check their damage real quick. 17,836. Okay. Just want to check before we transition into the second baby with a beard. Alright, we got 45 seconds here. This is just too easy. I actually have nothing to, like, commentate on because the character wins too hard. It's like... Some characters are just made for 20 wave runs, you know? Like, you would never... Like, yeah. I forgot if we put the Doctor in S tier in my tier list. So, you know, we've been doing Project Brotato, where you play every character with every single starting weapon and rating all the combinations of characters and weapons that they have. I did a tier list before we played them, and then I'm gonna do a tier list after we finish all of them. And I have to say, the Doctor really is just like S tier for beginner to like intermediate players. It's so easy to win. Explosion size, no. You could even say it's just S tier for everyone, because if you can never lose with something, then it's probably just S tier, if it's that consistent. Speed minus range, sure. I'll take the Cauldron. This is good, and then we can take the Snail to reduce enemy movement speed. Medical Gun is good. More max HP, I mean, we don't really need it, but I will take it, it's fine. It's not like we're really hurting for losing 50 materials to get a little bit more max HP. I will actually mention, though, at some point you just don't need more health. You know, like if you have 60 health, you're able to tank even up to like 3 hits or so. It's a little bit dependent because like if you, let's say you have a Starfish, a Black Flag, and you have -2 armor. Okay, now you might want a bit more max HP to compensate for the amount of damage increase you're taking, because you're taking like a solid, huge chunk of extra damage from all these items and like negative armor. But if you're just sitting there with like 1 armor, no damage increase for the enemies in any way, then you're pretty safe. You could go with like 60 armor and do an entire run, no problem. If you want to be a little safer, maybe like 70, 80 armor, probably 80 armor would be even safer. You could tank like up to, I feel like you could tank even like 4 or 5 hits without dying with 80 health. Attack speed and range. Healing, sure, we'll take it. Range damage. Tree spawn. I'm going to take the bone dice, so when we roll, we can get some damage percent occasionally. More XP gain. Cursed metal detector, I'll take that for sure. You're good. Medical gun, nice. Roll again. And that's it. Okay, let's go. It's the crocodile, of course it is. So you see, I tanked 1 hit, and then I'm back to full HP. I'm going to try to tank 1 hit here. I lost like half my health. So like I mentioned, right? We can tank like 2 hits without dying. Because we tank 1 hit, lose half health, heal up a bunch, tank another hit, we're probably like a quarter health at this point from all our healing. And then if we tank another, yes, we could die. But if you have like 80 health, you could tank up to like 4 hits, no problem. Also, this is just way too easy. Everything's getting destroyed by Baby with a Beard. How much damage are you dealing? Oh my god, stop. 59 damage per bolt, and I have 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely fair. I mean, there's not much to say, right? It's just like everything's going to instantly die the second it spawns. Also, completely unrelated, but I really want some pizza, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about pizza, but I haven't had me some pizza in a while. I've actually been doing a very good job staying steady with my protein consumption on days when I go swimming. I feel like I'm doing a good job. Wait, we just made like 1,000 materials. That's kind of crazy. Speed, crit, and armor is actually decent. We can take it. No? No. I'll take 3 armor just to get us up to 1 positive armor, and then we can look for more other useful stats. Range is good. Speed, we don't even need more speed. I'll take you, though. Cursed Pearl. Okay, sure, because you're cursed, I'll take you. We just keep rolling. Range damage again, good. 20 luck. I'm so tempted. I think I will take it, yeah, that's fine. Obliterator, interesting. Gatling laser. Hmm. I don't even know if it's really better than our weapon. It must be, right? I mean, it actually must be. It's a legendary. You know what? Sure, we'll take it. I guess we're just not having a normal run today. Apparently, we're just going to get a bunch of crazy stuff. First run, Etsy's Couch. This run, just run random Gatling Laser when we only have like 30 luck. That's kind of crazy. Wait, is the Gatling Laser considered a gun? It must be, right? That's probably why we found it. Because we have a medical gun equipped. So we have a slight chance to roll another quote-unquote gun weapon. And that means a legendary like the Gatling Laser is going to be a lot easier to find because it has gun as one of its weapon traits. Wait, are there any weapons that are legendary that only have one trait? I think they all have two, right? Like, I think Excalibur is like Blade legendary. The Scythe is like Ethereal legendary. So, like, basically they can all be found a little bit more easily if you have one that has a shared weapon trait. So, like, if you have a Vorpal Sword, then you can find an Excalibur more easily. If you have a medical gun, you're going to find the Gatling laser more easily. Speed minus range, sure. Damage. HP regen? Nah, I think we're good. Attack speed, sure. So like this. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, so this is just natural. Wow. Okay, it's just an all-natural legendary item find. That's sick. Legit, just completely natural. We didn't have any legendary or heavy weapon. We have only medical gun weapons here. Cool. Okay, so it's for 88 every 0.073 seconds. So that's about 15 attacks per second. I guess 14, we can round the other way. About 14 attacks per second. That's pretty good. And then 3 times critical damage. So that's actually sick. It should kind of just shred everything. And it has 4 piercing as well. Alright guys, well, let's do it. Wave 17 Elite. Okay, here we go. Who is it? It's the Butcher. How long is this going to take? Okay, he's kind of getting crushed. He's almost dead. And he's dead. That was like a 6-second elite kill. I'm going to say that's pretty good. That's not too shabby of a showing from the Gatling laser. Actually, I should have checked it. Or the Gatling gun? Yeah, Gatling laser. 12,580. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that thing is like demolishing. It's doing so much more damage. Look, it don't like double the damage of the tier 4 medical gun. Okay, so even when it has like a ridiculous amount of negative attack speed, it's still performing like that. Imagine we just didn't have negative, 200% attack speed on it. It'd probably be doing um, quite a bit better. Wait, can we... I kind of wish we could find a bunch of them. That'd be sick, right? Oh, this video is going to be so cool. We actually got kind of lucky in both. Well, in my opinion, in Brotato, guys, there's always something lucky. Every run has something lucky. It's only if you can identify it or not. That's the question. Like, when you see the lucky thing, do you recognize that it's lucky or not? But yeah, we got pretty cool things in these 2 runs. Range damage, nice. Attack speed and range. More range damage, maybe? Sure. Okay. Let's see, what else can we get here? That's a lot of HP regen. It's tempting, right? But it's not something I'm going to take here. Just take more damage. Huge damage boost here. More range damage as well. Cursed laser gun. No. We're sticking mainly to the medical gun. Unless I get, like, another legendary one. Okay, let's keep going. I would need to get, like, 52% more attack speed. Good God. So, the way I mentioned earlier, where it's like, the closer or the more attack speed you get, the less effective it becomes. Because if you have 1 attack speed, or 1 attack per second, 100% attack speed gets you to 0.5. The next 100% gets you to 0.25. Then 0.125. Then 0.6, whatever, Like, it gets worse and worse. Pretty badly at some point. So, attack speed tends to do bad when you have brain, hello? When you have too much of it. But I actually don't remember how it works when you have negative amounts. I don't remember if it's the same sort of diminishing return, because the difference is when you're getting closer to 0, or sorry, when you're increasing attack speed, you're getting closer to 0. When you're going away from it, you're getting farther away. So you're moving into a range with like much larger numbers. So it's easier for percent to have an effect there. Yeah, I've never had like insanely negative attack speed, so I actually couldn't tell you. I'll take crit chance. Sniper gun is cool, but it's not a Gatling laser, is it? So we're not going to take it. More crit. Apparently the Gatling laser really likes crit chance, so we're going to try to get some more. Medical gun, nice, and then one more roll. And that is it. Okay, so we keep going. Wave 19. This is going to be the final wave right after this one. What is you guys' favorite legendary weapon? I always say this, but I personally love Excalibur. Excalibur was the first weapon before the Hourglass that gave me a one-shot on wave 20. Like, just straight up one-shot, you know? I think I dealt like... was it like 50,000 damage with one attack? I think so. So again, before the Hourglass, before any of the New Dawn stuff made the game easier, I had a 50,000 damage attack with Excalibur on wave 20. It was just absolutely insane to me because it never happened before. And I think it's viable on maybe quite a few characters. Well, nowadays you can just do Hourglass stuff, right? But like in the past, I think it was more viable on like the Demon. I did it on the Demon myself personally. Yeah, the Demon, maybe the streamer could do it. I'm not sure about that though. And then probably the Loud could have done it as well. Alright, go to recycle. Recycle. That seems like a waste. Yeah, no. I'll just take the money. Okay, more attack speed, sure. Range damage. I mean, it has so much. I feel like we can do better. Just get like weapon upgrades. There we go. More attack speed, but I can't move. Honestly, not even that bad, but I'm just going to skip it. It's fine. Alright, take you. Another bone dice is interesting, but probably not a good idea. Medical gun. Can I get a tier 2 maybe? It'd be really nice. I'd appreciate it. Tier 3 cursed SMG. Sorry, Rengoku. We're out of here. He didn't see anything. No one tell him. All right, we're playing the Doctor, guys. There you go. Doctor is done. We're going to go into this wave 20 and wrap it up. This run, as you can see, was very different from the last run. Here is our final build. We had 5 tier 4 medical guns at the end of the run. We also had 1 legendary Gatling laser. Here are the final stats as well. We had quite a bit of everything. We managed to drag our attack speed from negative 12%, or sorry, negative 100% up to 12%, and then 181% damage as well. Lots of other stats too if you want to take a look. And here are the secondary stats. Okay, there you go, guys. Now, like I said, that's it. We're about to do wave 20. Maybe leave a like, comment, subscribe. You can turn on notifications as well. We post daily at 5 p.m. EST for Brotato. So we will be back tomorrow on the next character. Okay, that's all. Let's go. Wave 20. Okay, where are they? Boss number 1. Here we go. He's getting shredded. They're both getting shredded. 1 boss down. And 2 bosses down. GG. Easy enough. Here are all of our items at the end of the run. If you want to take a look, we did have 5 rows of items. There you go. Nice little coupon right there. Okay, guys, very cool. Gatling laser for the win. Damage check, 16,000 versus about 9,000 each. Yeah, these dealt about 9,000 each. This dealt 16,000. And again, these had way more attack speed. These had like 200% attack speed versus this with negative 12. Because our passive only applies to the medical weapons here. All right. Yeah, next time we will be playing the Hunter. So if you guys come and watch that, we're going to have our 2 runs tomorrow then. That's it for this one. Top left now you should see a Brotato playlist, or sorry, Brotato recommended video. Bottom left there will be a playlist. I also have more playlists on my homepage. And on the right you can click my profile picture to subscribe. Okay, that's all. Goodbye and bye-bye.